Hello and welcome to the Onward Master League Channel 3. I am your host TFH, and today I bring you Gunning on Empty versus Cold Steel. Now, my understanding of the match is, I'm actually going to pull up the stats page while I look this up, is that this is a silver v silver match, and I have the wrong stat page up off the bat. Good job me, but hold up one sec. It is a gold v silver match. My apologies about that, with Gunning on Empty being gold and Cold Steel being a silver match. Now, just because it is a gold v silver match does not mean that it won't be close by any mean whatsoever. As a matter of fact, if you watched earlier today on Master League 1 with me and Nightfire, you would have witnessed Pacifist beating Legionnaires in a very close game that resulted in map 3 being extremely relevant. So I have high hopes for this match, very much indeed. Now, without further ado, I'm actually going to take us over and discuss map bans while I load into this lobby. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, so the first map ban, my apologies, Cold Steel will be banning Quarantine. Oh, I keep messing this up. Quarantine. that's the thing I mess up. But the first pick, and I have that, will be Downfall. And to add more to it, Gunning on Empty will not be banning a map, which is a bold move. Bold move, Cotton. Now, make sure that my scoreboard is correct before we progress further. There it is. Oh, that frame rate. Alright. Yes, we are correct. The first map is Downfall. This is Gunning on Empty's choice, and they do love their larger maps. Cold Steel also is a very skilled bunch of players too, and I'm pretty sure they'll do just fine on a long range map. So I have high hopes for this match, just like I had said before. Without further ado, I will take us over and we will discuss rosters. Well, quickly, we have 5 people in the lobby. On the Gunning on Empty side, we have Team Captain, Dirt Diver, Cool Breeze, Lord Beersteak, PT Jason, Arno. On the Cold Steel side, we have Theta, Shrieking Geek, the Team Captain, the Doctor, Grim Reaper, and Nynx Dragon. Good loadouts on both sides. Can't wait to see what happens here. Now, Downfall is a map where strategy comes over reaction time and raw skill. So this will be a test of the captainship of both teams, and quite frankly, I can't wait. This is going to be all around good fun to watch. A good way to wrap up the night. This is my 3rd cast today, so hopefully, I'm hoping that this one will be a very nice, relaxing, and chill, and a fun watch for us all. We are waiting on the team captains as of right now to finalize their strategies, especially for Gunning on Empty, who are on the attacking side. figure out how they want to approach this, but they won't really know the full strategy until they spawn in because, as always, Marsoc spawns are blind, meaning you do not know where you're going to spawn, and so you're going to have to figure that out on the fly, whereas Volk can strategize much more in depth because they know exactly where they will spawn. You've heard the beeps, and you know what time it is? It is game time. Alright, Cold Steel look like they're going to go up for the really spread out defense, but immediately taking fire from the forces of Gunning on Empty. None of them do fall victim to that lead shower and are able to get into their positions appropriately. Gunning on Empty, on the other hand, are also choosing to go on a very spread out attack. It looks like they're going to form a three-pincer formation or a trident formation across the entire map, meaning that there are 3 lines of attack. And it looks like they're going to go for a 1-2-2 pincer from north to south. Shots coming out onto the south, pre-firing, checking, I think, on the Marsoc towers, but there are nobody there. Or, you know what it actually is. My apologies. He's trying to deceive the enemy by making them think that they had a south spawn. Judging by the map, though, it doesn't seem like that they've really deterred him that much, though. Good try. One thing I've always known gunning on MTB is they like to take the rounds very slowly. They have to be very methodical, checking every spot that could possibly be checked. They're gonna wait for Cold Steel, or at least a member of Cold Steel, to pop out and get the pick so they can get that one-man advantage before they start progressing up any further. They don't want to instigate an attack. And quite frankly, just where PT Jace is, I'm surprised he hasn't been picked off yet, but he is just over that ridge line if you look at that. Let's take a look at what's going on in the south. Shrieking gets Dirt Driver right off the bat. I keep thinking his name's Dirt Driver. I might just start calling him Seth, his old name. That's how I know him. Beardsteak and Arno. Still working their way down. What was originally supposed to be a 3-prong attack has now become a 2-prong attack, as Dirt Diver on the North Hotel, at least I believe is North Hotel, has fallen victim to Shrieking Geek. Grim Reaper finds Cool Breeze, another crucial pick, bringing it down to a 3v5 with only 3 minutes remaining. The Doctor finds Arno. Gunning on Empty's attack here is shedding off here and getting picked off pretty quick here. Beardsteak forcibly going around to take cover, as I do believe that that is the Doctor applying the pressure. Checking for blood pressure, because he's the Doctor. I kid. This is Onward Master League 3. We're gonna have a fun time here. Shrieking Geek suppressing Jace, but the flank comes out of Reaper, and Nynx actually gets the confirmation, bringing it down to a 1v5. Cold Steel on the verge of having a perfect round here. Let's take a look at Beardsteak's perspective. Now, he can't make a lot of noise here. There is a member of Cold Steel right above him. He might not know that. Now his team may have called out that he's on the middle floor, but it's judging by his movements, it doesn't seem like he's very aware of that threat. A smoke comes down in order to oculate his movement onto objective. Actually used as a deception, but now he might actually go get the pick. But Nynx and Beardsteak trade, giving Cold Steel the first round. A very broad attack coming from Gunning on Empty. Just Cold Steel knew exactly what was going on. They locked in and they just shut it down immediately. Gunning on Empty will have to change up their tactic here. They want to start getting picks. They might want to try to actually start concentrating their forces, because Cold Steel do spread out a bit more than what is usually seen. They do have a very actually scratch that. They do have a very standard defense pattern, at least on that one. But we may see them spread out more. But I don't think spreading out like that for Gunning on Empty is working that well, at least so far. But we're about to see them defend and see maybe they can get the point back and tie it up. So who knows? Who knows? Both teams are using up full 2 minutes of their time in order to strategize here, trying to figure out what they want to do. But just as I say that, you hear those beeps. You know what's coming up. It's time for some whistling coming out of the American Aussie combo team, or hybrid team. Let's see how they set up their defense. It looks like that they're going to concentrate a bit more. No, they're actually... It's a little bit more concentrated. Instead of going to the two-story, PT Jace has actually elected to go just to the ice cream truck, so he's more directly on objective and can make that rotation if needed be. But we will have a pincer attack coming from Cold Steel, with 2 members on the north up there, and the other 2 members coming, or actually 3 members, I'm sorry, coming from the south. And I do believe I hear a drone as well, so. Shots coming out, taking down the drone, but also revealing enemy location for Cold Steel. A rotation comes out of Nynx Dragon as he goes to take that dark room, which has a superb view of the middle hotel. It'll be really crucial for making this advance. These smokes might help him too, because it might divert the attention of the defense of Gunning on Empty. Our diver chooses to go up onto the top level, at least to the doorway. Beardsteak is right at that wall. The question is, will Grim Reaper see that? That's coming out of Grim Reaper. Probably seeing either Dirt Diver or Beard Steak. Probably Dirt Diver, given the fact that he had to rotate. Convergence seems to be prioritizing middle hotel right now, which is fair enough, but it's such a crucial point that you really have to consider that when you're attacking. There's almost guaranteed to be a defender there, like 100% of the time. I would say at least like 95% of the time. They're going to put someone up there. And mainly because you don't want the enemy to take it. Otherwise, you basically have control over the objective. People are stacking up on Beardsteak's location, but Nink's Dragon is actually neighbors right there, but Beardsteak does find it. Bringing up to a 5v4 for Cold Steel. Shrieking's beginning to make his move. He might see Beardsteak here very soon or shortly, but he's not looking the right direction. And Dirt Diver and Grim Reaper and Shrieking actually go down. The question is, will the Doctor see precisely where Beardsteak is? He's just so well hidden there. I think Jace is also trying to get a number on Doctor too. Doctor does land one on Beardsteak, confirming it. Probably headshot. Not looking good for Cold Steel. They only have one mobile member right now, and that's Theta, who's making his way to objective. He's going to have to deal with the likes of PTJ's, Cool Breeze, and Arno all at the same time in this triangle of death that's here. Not to mention that Dirt Driver also has it. PTJ makes the rotation out, but Jace gets the better of Theta and gets Gunning on Empty a win. Making it 1-1. We have been seeing a bit more of a defender advantage right now, a Volk advantage right now. Whether it continues on is beyond me, because these teams play very slowly. So the Volk advantage might be a fact because it's easier to find picks when teams play slower because their rotations come out slower. But it could just be how these teams just play in general or what they prefer. Cold Steel are also getting really aggressive on these picks, trying to force it. The Gunning on Empty definitely have the patience to hold these spots that they do. They're looking for quick spawn, but that's not the spawn right now. Matter of fact, it's actually the north spawn. We'll be seeing a three-prong push again, it looks like, with 1, 1, and 3 this time. The team currently has a pretty good kill triangle out right now. If they don't get too peaky with it, they might be able to hold it really effectively. The approach of the two sides coming from the middle bungalow, and it seems to be a bit more aggressive than the rest of the push of the team. The objective bungalow is way closer to that center hotel than where the likes of Beardsteak and the others at the tank are, which are probably now moved up to Marsoc buildings, if I'm not mistaken by now. Yes, they are. But Dirt will first have to take out Nink's Dragon before you can make a move up. Nynx is holding that lane really well, especially in that room he has. He has complete control over this street. The question is, did the guys on the hilltop call it out and let Dirt know that Nynx is really there? We do have one member of gunning on empty all the way up on that hill on the right hand corner of the screen right now. You can see it. This will shut down any rotation that can come out of Cold Steel pretty immediately. So Cold Steel are pretty much locked into where they are as of right now. Inks has the perfect opportunity to peek on Dirt Driver, especially since Dirt actually just made noise. But Cool Breeze finds the Doctor, who is in that second story of the objective building. Now, no one is watching the entrance to the basement. I think Arno realizes that, and he may be making his approach right now. But Seth, if he's not careful, makes the call out for capping. He has tablet out. No one is watching. Nynx doesn't have the angle, but he does. Nynx finds the angle and is able to do it. PT, like I said, shuts down the rotation from shrieking, and now it is up to Theta to defend the objective from a room that doesn't have a view of it. Nynx Dragon makes the rotation, but once again, Jace is just shutting down the rotations. And now Jace is actually going in for the cap. But Arno... Whoops. At least this is OML 3. No one cares about the language on OML 3. I do. But you could drop an F-bomb on OML 3. All decency is lost. Another point for the Aussie American team. One of the few, actually, Australian esport teams out there, mainly because Australia has some weird esport rules. Now, Cold Steel will be on the attack here. Will they do anything different? And I think we might see a more direct approach from them. It seems like what they've been doing lately is just attack with more force in one direction. Maybe two. We did see a pincer last time. Did it work for them? Not really. But maybe with some improvement, they might be able to get themselves another point on the board and tie it up. Call isn't that they didn't see him, but they are there. This is quick spawn. A good duck from Cold Steel, potentially fooling, running on empty or making them think that they aren't there. But they might have seen them just now, but no one's making the rush up to the middle hotel. Arno finds Nink's dragon, but doesn't confirm it just yet. Matter of fact, his confirmation shot has failed. The res may come out. Shrieking Geek finds Beard Steak. But Beard Steak is probably going to get the res really soon here. Unless... well, maybe not, because Shrieking is watching that lane. Breeze finds Grim Reaper, but Theta revives Ninx. Bringing up to a 5v4.5, or sorry, a 4v4.5. And Beardsteak right now is calling out the rotations without having to be seen. Arno and Ninx are dueling it out. Arno is able to revive Beardsteak, bringing up to a 5v4. Cold Steel's disadvantage. Blind Fire's coming out onto that middle hotel. Cool Breeze finds the Doctor, who's getting pretty close to objective there. And Theta finds PT Jace. His tablet's reading wrong too, because there are 3 members of Cold Steel still up against the 4 gunning on empty. Still a pretty close game.
Bottom floor center hotel. I stay well in position.
And Dirt is up in that Marsoc tower, monitoring the whole thing, providing a flank. Cool Breeze finds Theta, bringing it down to a 1v4 now. But is Nix on him? No, he's just checking. Had me fooled there, Nix. You had me fooled. Nix is a very talented player. He can get a bunch of picks. I don't know if that's the way I want to peak, but he does have to take care of Dirt Diver at one point or another. He's making the rotation. Cool Breeze is trying to pre-fire before Nix is even out there, but he does give away his position in the process by firing. He's getting an accurate kill call out. Able to get the final kill, ensuring Gunning and Empty their third point. And I just realized I did that whole round with... Yeah. Okay. My bad. So I just did a whole round with the overlay up. That's great. I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. There's a great battle going on between basically Middle Hotel and the objective building, the objective 2-story, which is the same as before, off of a quick spawn. Oh, now it goes. Let's give them that third point. Oh, now we hop into round 5. Free firing coming out of the doctor finds Lord Beersteak, but the res will probably come out. Dirt Diver's already at Middle Hotel here. Nix. Practically the next door neighbor, but Beardsteak's probably going to call it out to Diver. Diver waddles his way over. I think he does know the location of Nink's Dragon. The question is, will he peek through this window? He is peeking windows. think he realizes what's out his window, but now he does.
One dead on center of cell.
Arno is able to revive Lord Beardsteak, bringing it back up to a 4v5. Very slow game coming out of Seth, but like I said, he always plays these. He always plays this very methodically. Theta pre-firing onto the location of Seth or Dirt Diver. He changed his name on me, man. We're doing some pre-firing out there, kind of blindly because you can't see through the lattice. It was intentionally put there for balancing reasons. Streaking Geek finds PT Jace. Wrong button. Grim Reaper also finds Beardsteak, bringing it down to a 3v4. Got Cold Steel's advantage, but right as I say that, Breeze evens it up on the far. Oh man, Breeze got out there. It's all up to Breeze now, because he is the last member of his team up. Now he only has certain routes he can go down now, because he's so far up there, and he's actually really exposed up here. There's not much cover. The only cover you have is that people don't typically look up here for hostile activity, but he has been firing and he has been shooting people, so they might. Cold Steel may have picked up on this.
Try and make it to objective. Minute and a half to bleed.
I think Cool Breeze heard the sounds coming from. Yeah, he has. Breeze might be able to clutch this. He is a good brawler. We are into a 1v1 now. I think he's going to go right for objective, but the question is, does the doctor have a view on it, and is he peeking it? He looks away. Ooh. Yes, he does, and he's able to defend the objective pretty nicely and pretty cleanly, giving Cold Steel their second win. I realize I've been messing this up. Blah, blah. Let's do that. Yeah. Scoreboard, hard. Gunning on Empty are still on their match point, but Cold Steel can take the map if they cap here. And remember, we will have mirrored objectives, so Cold Steel will be attacking the same one.
I was behind you the entire way. Someone dropped something. Oh.
Free firing coming out from Marsoc. And once again, we're seeing a very spread defense coming out of Gunning on Empty here. Rightfully so. We haven't really seen too much utility come out of Cold Steel. They've been relying mostly on raw shooting skill. Oh, and Doctor goes down due to Dirt Diver. He was peeking out there a little too far. Theta might be able to get the res if he's careful, but he has to run out there and make sure he doesn't get shot. Actually,
Shooting from bottom floor from the objective building, bottom floor window. Okay, you ready?
that's cool, Breeze. I'm trying to find where Dirt is.
Alright, Doc.
Oh, he's in the bottom, so yeah, he'd be able to get that res.
Get down. Use the elevation to your advantage.
Interesting teaching. Maybe Theta's a new pickup that they're just training for League. Who knows? You know?
We're coming behind you, Grim.
Thought I saw like sniper, but can't really tell.
Cool Breeze finds Theta. Bringing it down to a 5v4. 3 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for Cold Steel to formulate an attack. And Nynx covers his movements by using utility, actually. Firefights exchange between Middle Hotel and
Hey, if you're up on the roof,
the
come down,
two-story
come down.
objective building.
Dangerous up there. They have a guy in Marsoc.
Oh, right after he radios to be careful, Grim Reaper goes down due to DJs. They do have a person on Marsoc Tower. I'm pretty sure that'd
There's
be
still a guy up
Cool
on-
Breeze.
Might be up in the mountains. Right up front.
It is Cool Breeze, but shrieking. Oh boy. He is out there. It's quite the view. Oh, and he might be able to find Jace here if he's really good about it.
Sniper?
He downed Jace, but Jace is still radioing out information. Probably the whereabouts of where Shrieking is. Because keep in mind, the body that you see does move, but where the player actually is precisely where he was downed. Nynx is actually getting really clever with his movement here, using the wall to his defense. But now he has to watch out for the Marsoc towers now, because Cool Breeze is in a perfect spot to take him out. Dirt Diver's right there. He ducks for cover.
Right in front of him.
Breeze takes out Nynx. Good communication between Nynx and Dirt Diver. And Gunning on Empty take their 4th win and the map. Alrighty. I now know our second map, and that is... Oh, yeah, there we go. Burbia. Oops. Burbia. This should be Cold Steel's pick. They'll have to make up the difference now, but this is their map pick, so maybe they have some hidden strength that we don't know of. Hop into the first round of Suburbia. First objective will be the burning building. Always a favorite rush objective. Now, Cold Steel really likes Suburbia. They practice it all the time. Seem to be extremely dominant on Suburbia. And utility is coming out here already. All the smoke's going around, obscuring the objective for anyone who decided to watch it from the house. And Grim is already running to objective, but the smoke coverage wasn't enough to obscure his movements, thus granting Beardsteak and Arno clear view of that rush in. You know, I forgot to do this. My apologies about that. Shrieking. Has to be really careful now. All that utility has worn off, and right as it does, PT finds Shrieking. Trying to get that peek there. Just knew exactly where and when it was coming out. Beta goes down to PT as well. Now the remainder are either in the middle house or making the approach from the opposite side of the map. Now middle house is a good place to restart your attack because it's such a good spot to hold, especially if you want to mow down the enemy team. The doctor gets Arno on a refrag after Arno got Ninx. But the doctor was the last one up, and he got taken out by Dirt, giving Gunning on Empty the first win of this map. Now the rush almost worked there for Cold Steel, except their placement of their utility was a little too spread out. They might just need to practice their throwing hand, but all comes with time. Both teams are using, like I said, that 2 minutes in order to kind of come up with a plan. Even on a small map like Suburbia, there's still planning involved, like defensive picking, what lanes you'll be doing, if you guys want to go with a 2-3 push, or if you want to do a 5-man push, where you want to place your smokes. There's a lot of strategy involved, even on these smaller maps, which is always makes it a lot of fun. Still waiting. I'm gunning on empty, I think, to finish up their strats, as they're the ones who aren't readied up. Yeah, let's have a little bit of fun. We're on OML 3. I think we can treat ourselves to this here. Just let's enjoy the fire side here of the house fire. While we wait for Dirt and gang to get their groove on. Still waiting. Something's up on the other team's side, but I can't see their ready up logos due to cropping issue in the tent. That's what happens when you take a VR interface and you put it onto a two-dimensional projection. It's not gonna be perfect, but we're not needed. Oh, okay, I just got a message. So, apparently, Beard Steak, I'll have to go through and clip this. Beard Steak threw a flash grenade and shattered his light. I don't know if he like smashed it personally, but ow. That makes sense. I hope he's okay. So I hope Beard Steak's okay, because it's VR. We shouldn't be getting injured. But hey. That's what happens when you get really into it. TVs become compromised. In this case, it's actually a light bulb, but I'm actually going to send us to an intermission for the meantime. I hear that things are going to start up again. just like that, we are back online, and Beardsteak is recovered from his injury. Let's go to the go over to where Beardsteak is. See, check in with him. Seems to be operating flash nades or smoke grenades just fine. Yeah, I think he medically checks out. We're good. Yeah, he can throw that fine. Yeah, he's more than fine.
I got my C4 stuck.
Viking said something about getting his C4 stuck, but I don't know where. Inside the bush. Nink said that oh so cheeky window, and very slow approach despite use of utility coming out of gunning on empty. One of the members of Gunning on Empty staying back just to make sure that no one goes around and flank. I figured I'd just point that out really quick. Just to say that, we're about to have some action right around the middle house here with Nink's Dragon and PT. Just radioed out, so PT knows exactly where Nink's is, but these guys are always known for being extremely quiet. Dirt finds Shrieking Geek, the first kill of the round. Nynx finds PT Chase, but will Seth go for the refrag? No, Theta finds Dirt. And Doctor finds Beardsteak, bringing it down to a 2v3. The rest of the push now... Oh, and he got pretty close to objective. How close is that? Not within capping range, but that's okay. Arno and Breeze are still up. Breeze is... Oh, and a nice nade, but Breeze is able to dodge it because it wasn't cooked long enough. But currently, no one is directly watching objective anymore. Theta's in a good spot, but he's not in the greatest spot in the world, mainly because those tank treads don't defend his feet. For any experienced player like Breeze, this is awkward. Ring around the rosy begins. Oh, Nix is looking the wrong way. And Arno catches him out, but... Oh no! Breeze killed Arno! And Theta seals the deal, giving Cold Steel their second victory. I'm sorry, their first one. No, that's incorrect. Yes, that's correct. Our next objective will be garage. The garage.
That's three. Let's do it, boys. You're middle. You're middle. You're backing up Nate's going through that back door.
Oh, that is the wrong round. Yeah, there we go. I can't count. Alrighty. Nynx is brave right now. Arno and Nynx about to go at it. It's a trade right off the bat. They've immediately secured middle house. And catches out Beardsteak. PT might get a refrag here. He's about to probably peek right now. Catch out Grim Reaper.
I thought it was something, but no, I think it was the other.
Grim's not even trying to be subtle about it. He's just standing straight up. Dirt catches out Shrieking Geek along with PT. Wow. It's the share kill. PTJ finds Theta, but Grim Reaper gets the refrag on that. The nade goes out, but it doesn't catch anyone. Theta is over here in lane 1, ready to be rezzed. We are currently in a 2.5 V2. And it looks like the doctor's going out there for that res. But the rest of... both members of Gunning on Empty are either hiding behind that tank or hiding behind a wall, I believe. And really good, actually, positioning where Breeze watches the left and Diver watches the right. Effectively holding the road. Utility coming out. Man, for two people, they got a lot of utility, but Breeze catches out Doctor. Bring it back down to a 2v2. The only person I think is actually catchable on this side is Bowden. I know Caster Vision's 2020, but I think they'd at least check under the tank. It's kind of hard to, but you can. Bowden goes down. Breeze needs to do something. And he gets the win off of the 1v1. Marvelous holding of positions on both Bowden and Breeze. I'm sorry, Dirt Diver and Breeze. They didn't even budge that whole round. I almost feel sorry for Seth because he didn't even get to shoot. He just kind of laid there. Gunning on MT's turn to attack now. They're opting to go for a more spread up formation, but oh man. Cold Steel just occupying the heck out of this middle house. Doctor finding PTJs, but actually it's a trade. And speaking of trades, Beardstay goes down after taking down Theta. But the confirmation will definitely come out. But oh no, Arno is on.
Oh, fuck, that's a...
Oh, that was cruel. Shrieking catches Arno in his confusion after stealing the res. It is now a 2v4. With Breeze and Dirt left, but as I say that, Doctor finds Dirt on lane 1, leaving it all up to Breeze once again to take down 4 people or go for a cap. I'm surprised Breeze hasn't seen that. Oh, he did. He's just tossing a nade over. Too much juice on that, buddy. Doesn't matter. Breeze is able to get this frag on Doctor and Reaper. A nice double. Now down to a 2v1. Rotation comes in. Nings trying to lock Breeze up by preventing him to cross that road. They do know he's in this far side. The lane, probably not precisely, but you know he's in this block. Breeze also has half a round left to make his move. I completely forgot this entire time. We have lasers. old-fashioned, man. I just want to see something here. Inks is watching kind of thing. Breeze is definitely going to try to go through the middle house here. It seems to be his intent. I think Shrieking knows that. No, he's not looking out there. I thought he was. Alright, so now he knows that Shrieking is definitely upstairs. And that it is mandatory. Shrieking probably doesn't know that Breeze is here after all. Gunning on empty is the king of crouch. Tablet comes out. They hear him. He's able to get that angle, but now it's all up to Nink's Dragon. Basically hold his angle in this 1v1 here. Ninx is able to claim it through the bushes nonetheless. Oh no, right before the bushes. He had a very narrow kill window. But a masterful rotation from Ninx Dragon to finish off the round. Now remember, if the next team to cap wins the round here, so bear that in mind. The stakes have just gotten higher. Playful banter coming on empty, and Ninx is trying a pre-fire route. Make sure that no one rushing on gunning on empty and try to run through, but once again, like I said, gunning on empty are the kings of crouch, so I don't think they're going to be moving anywhere fast anytime soon. Cool Breeze finds Shrieking Geek, bringing it down to a 4v5 for gunning on empty. But a lot of Cold Steel are actually able to make it around to the backside pretty safely. Arno is watching the angles, but Grim might be taking an alternate route path. He's actually able to find Beard Steak. Bring it down to a 4v4. 4 minutes 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Front lines have kind of adjusted themselves by a 90-degree angle to be more of a east-west kind of fight as Doctor finds PT, probably on objectives. Typically we find PT anyways. Beta finds Arno, bringing it down to a 2.5 before. With only 4 minutes remaining on the clock, Cold Steel have all the time in the world to work out how they want to go about this. Remember, if they cap here, this is their map then. Trees. Trees are the enemy. Now, PT Chase is only down, he's not out, so he will be radioing in locations and whatnot to dirt. To dirt and breeze for that matter. Dirt Diver finds Grim Reaper. The Doctor finds Cool Breeze. That alerts Diver to this approach, and he is watching this gap in the hedges like a hawk. Doctor might not even be aware of this. Doctor confirms PT Jace, but Diver confirms Theta, but also gives away his position, and Cold Steel take the lead for the first time. And once again, I left the overlay on. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry about that. I just realized I left the overlay on. I need to like record. I'm gonna leave myself a post-it note on my computer saying, don't leave your overlay on. Now, if Cold Steel can hold their positions, maybe move up as far as they can, they might be able to win themselves this map here. This time I'm turning off the overlay for once, right? Someone has bronchitis.
He was releasing his demons.
Actually, yes. They are moving up pretty far. Cold Steel's taking their half of the map and going to defend it like madmen. Thinks Dragon finds himself a Lord Beardsteak. Sounds tasty.
Nah, no she's over there.
One member per lane. They're all just waiting for Cold Steel to just make that first mistake like they always do, seems to be.
In my corner.
Smoke's coming out onto objective. This is actually really good for obscuring the view, but Theta finds PT and might be able to find dirt. He trades. Breeze goes down. He's probably going to go for the res on his brother. Cold Steel have 2 members remaining. Dr. res is Theta, bringing it up to a 2v3. Ooh, this is good. He doesn't see Breeze through the bush. But Breeze does see him. Bring it down to the single Cold Steel left versus 2 of the gunning. They just gotta hunker down because he's got a hell of a challenge ahead of him. He finds Arno but gives away his position to Breeze, so now he's just going for the direct attack, but Breeze is able to make clean work of it. Oh boy, y'all are gonna love this news. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't leave the overlay up on this one. The round to decide if Cold Steel are gonna stay in this to win this is going to be Middle House upstairs. Alrighty. This is Cold Steel's time to make it happen.
Watch for those weird spots.
Grim Reaper just makes a gallant charge up. I think they've piled all 5 into the house. Yes, all 5. All 5 members. Wow. That seems like a party. What's also interesting is that they've sent all of their guys downstairs with only Dirt defending the upstairs. Nix is able to avoid that grenade. Cheeky smoke. Not placed perfectly right, as Cool Breeze is able to confirm that. This 5-person defense is actually looking really strong. Now we're down to 1 remaining member on Cold Steel here. But not even that does it, as Gunning on Empty take the round and the map. I'm sorry, the map and the game. A 5-person defense in the middle house, all meticulously planned. Brilliant. Our final map actually going to be Subway. So let's choose it. There we go. I feel like Cold Steel in this case are not really using too much of their like an aggressive utility. Like if they used frag grenades more than smokes on that last round in the middle house, I think the result would have been a lot different. Let me hop into the first round. Very aggressive push to the left side for Cold Steel, but they don't know that the attack is actually coming from the right. It's a very spread out attack as well. And it looks like most of them are actually going to be taking that spawn entranceway in. Minutes in and no one has fallen victim to anything. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 minute in, no one's fallen victim to anything yet. Like I said, we see that laser that only we see. Keep that in mind, because that's what Seth sees.
One down tunnel.
Doctor gets the initial one, and he gets the trade on the second one, shutting down that flank. The aggressive left push has been called back as Jace begins to make his... Arno is able to overpower Grim Reaper with ease. While Jace finds Geek. Theta is able to find Jace while Jace is trying to check that bed, making sure that no one was there. And Nix is able to actually revive Shrieking. One more person left up on. And Beardstake was trying to get the cap in, but did not clear the area effectively. One member of Gunning on Empty left. That is Arno. He takes out Theta, but Nix quickly gets the refrag. Thus giving Cold Steel their first point on Subway. Remember, Cold Steel here is fighting for MMR. Oh, it's actually the reverse spawn. Forget about that. He hasn't been to Sex Alley for days. Me neither, bud. Me neither. Doesn't sound particularly appealing as Nink's Dragon. Those smoke cuts to that dumpster. Actually, pretty effective smoke too, as well. Breeze is able to easily find Shrieking Geek as he was just prepared for that approach. Jace finds Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. And Nynx just drives on by, taking down Breeze. Breeze with ease. Breeze is on by, that's what I should have said. To be brutally honest. The doctor finds PT Jace, bringing it down to a 3v... I'm sorry, a 3v4 for Cold Steel. Thought I had my math wrong. I'm getting tired. Beginning to be Castatod's bedtime. I'm just gonna let Arno control the camera angle for now. Shots come off, but the doctor finds Arno. Beard Steak catches the doctor. Is now a 2v3. A peek coming out of Beard Steak right here. A trade, but Gunning and Empty are actually the victorious ones out of that. Oh, and a drop. That's what happened. So I was wondering what happened. There was originally Cold Steel's one-man advantage, but I think they lost. Who was it? So they had Theta, Shrieking Geek, the Doctor, Nyx Dragon, and Grim Reaper. Grim dropped. Huh. Let's see. Or he might have left. Let's see if they run the timer on this. I think they are. They are running the timer. So I guess he just had to go. Oh no. The round reset has come out, so. They just weren't able to, Oh, they got a reservist. Alright, so their new fifth is Poopachu. Is a really good reservist, actually. He's also, so happens to be really good on this map. We're still waiting on. Oh, man, I yawned there. My apologies. We're still waiting on the Cold Steel. Get ready to go. It looks like they're about to start it up real soon here. Yep. There are the beeps.
Who made the game when you go?
Oh shit, I didn't find it.
I don't need it. It's okay. We don't need it for this one. 267
Alright, so this is the north spawn. Weird Steak and PT Jace are going to assault it from the front. Right along them, shall we? Too tired for camera work. We're just going to let Beard Stick control this for now. Two smokes go out, obscuring the view of the approach. One smoke lands directly upward, rendering it practically useless until someone can get down there to fix it. Doctor finds dirt on the bottom. I remember Lord Beardsteak did not bring any kind of explosive or attacking kind of sort of utility. He's also relatively blinded himself from and Cold Steel just take a round like that. I wasn't reading the kill feed. I'm gonna warn you. I'm a little tired, so I might be ignoring the kill feed and kind of taking a bit more of a backseat approach, which is not good, but trying just to present it. Whoops. Speaking of which, I didn't make the right screen. My apologies. Having a loosey-goosey stream, just... We've had a day of long streams, which is not bad at all. It's always good content. Cold Steel have taken the lead on a map for the first time now. This is the first map they probably have taken the lead on. The question is, can they finish it off with such a capable objective? And especially with a player like Poopachu on their side.
Hello, Dakota.
Or as they say in Spanish.
Senor Tada.
They're saying my name. I don't believe any of the offense are actually taking that niche north route. Dirk finds Shrieking, bringing it down to a 4v5, gunning on Empty's advantage. Ninx, without really knowing it, has blinded himself from the likes of Arno. Arno himself is going to actually have to adjust his position in order to maintain visibility of the lane he wants to control. Beta and Dirt have traded.
Catwalk, he's at the bottom of catwalk. He's at the bottom of the catwalk, not.
I traded with him. He's somebody threw me my body. Take this guy out.
No, one in catwalk right now. One in catwalk, there's another one behind the catwalk.
There's somebody right next to me.
Ninx finds Arno. And the revive might be come out from Beardsteak, but Doctor is able to claim his kill first. The question is, will he realize that he does have a flanker on his tail coming in extremely hot? Oh, and they're looting. Oh man, this could be an easy double for Beardsteak. One down. The Doctor realizes exactly what's going on. Flashbang goes off, catches the Doctor, but the... Yep. An easy double for Beardsteak, evening out the odds. Ninx is actually on the rotation now. I'm sorry, one of the people on objective is down, but Breeze is still defending it, and Beardsteak has just reinforced the objective, so a whole new approach will have to happen. And they just revived Beardsteak. I'm sorry, PT Jace. He's getting caught out, but not caught. And Breeze gets ready to go on the flank. Trying to find this one guy. My apologies. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button, that's why. There we go. We got Poopachu and Ninx. Still ready to rock. PT Jace has been able to take out Ninx Dragon, leaving it to a 1v3 for Poopachu on his own to handle. And he's rocking the M249, ready to Rambo. Oh, but he, in his confusion of trying to multi-handle weapons, he gets caught out by PT Jace and gunning an empty, take another map, or take another round win. Just tying it up. Now, gunning on empty have the ability here on this round to finish it for good. To nail it to the coffin and get the cap on this one. Micromanagement coming from the doctor. Oh, trash can. I can't fly. Shrieking gets an amazing C4 on Bowden. PT makes his run downstairs. Trades with Theta. Shrieking's actually in a really cool spot. Breeze gets... Oh, Breeze catches out Nink's dragon. Who must be along the on the flank. Oh, don't move around too much. You might reveal yourself. They are booty to booty. I think Breeze is getting a little... little antsy at this door here. But Shrieking's doing a good job just staying cool. Oh, and a nice peek from Breeze. He's down to a 1v2. Breeze being the last guy. My objective as I parallel the tracks with my camera work, like I normally do, because I love this shot when people are running, but in this case, Breeze decides to do the dangerous thing and trespass on the railroad tracks. As you can see, there isn't really that much clearance below the train, so if the train were to come, Breeze would most definitely die, and Cold Steel would take their third point. But luckily, these random pieces of plywood are in the way, thus preventing the trains from coming through, because they are clearly obstructing the track for the convenience of people who want to cross the track for the sake of walking on the track, which makes no sense whatsoever. But you know what? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to kill time here as Breeze decides to take the slowest way possible to get to the objective. How's that for build-up? Wrong map. Old Steel will have the ability to take it home here. Hopefully, their trackside run-along camera will be a lot more interesting than Breeze lizarding it up all the way, but then getting shot. I'm just saying that because this match has taken 2 hours so far. I don't even know if I have a round 7 marker. Do not believe I see any C4 anywhere. Oh, there was one, but Shrieking is able to get the res, because I think Bowden confirmed himself, actually. And so here we go, a far more interesting version of the rail side cam as Breeze takes down 2. It's up to the doctor to recognize what on earth is going on here. And Theta comes to the rescue. Breeze takes another one. Because we all apparently just want to try this. That's fine. You know, the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. We're about to see how insane Theta is. Apparently not so insane, after all. Good rotation. Able to make it out. Where is the other member, actually? Wrong team. Poopachu's also in the basement. Maybe they were just leading a diversion. Breeze is still looking... Oh, no, they're going all the way back up. Oh, boy. Only 2 minutes on the clock. They don't got much time. But Poopachu seems like he has a plan. You heard it from him. 2 minutes left in the round, and they still got to go down another level here. There is no one occupying this middle floor. Oh, but Poopachu goes down. I think he primed a grenade, though. It goes off, but not nearly near enough. It's all up to Theta. Can he clutch it for Cold Steel and get themselves a map? I think he didn't intend to throw that there. But hey, he's rolling with it. Just running back to the side where Poopachu died. Doesn't see Breeze, and Breeze ties it up again. I think with a squad wipe this time? Yeah, Breeze is going 10-4 here. I think he probably has the squad wipe. Now we go... You know, this would have been really awesome to watch. Cold Steel won the previous round. We'll have a middle platform objective this time. I think this will play in Cold Steel's advantage because Cold Steel's been really good on their defense. They are defending for their final round, so maybe the old-fashioned Subway Volt bias will bless Cold Steel. Normally I'd put up the number thing, you know, the thing that looks like that, but the casting deck literally does not have map 3 round 7. I'm not even making that up. So just imagine in your head that that's at map 7. Ooh, PUBG goes down after trading with Arno, and PGJs confirms it. And it looks like that Gunning have already taken control of the catwalk. Yes, indeed they have. It is a 4v4 right now. No way. That even snuck by under me. Well, I guess that is it, ladies and gents. Let's get the scores going here. Gunning on empty, showing that they do indeed have a full tank. The Kings of Crouch have once again done it. And yeah. Anyways, we're going to leave you off of there. Don't forget to check out the VRML website, join the Discord, all the fun's happening on there. And check out our sponsors, Pro2VR and VR Cover, for their awesome VR accessories and bedazzlements. My name's TFH. I am going to bed. I will see you all later.